What's going on, everybody? I'm Josh with Fort Collins Kia, and today I'm here to help you decide if the 2020 Kia Niro EV is right for you. All right, let's talk about the various Niro models. If you're looking at getting great fuel economy, but you're not quite ready to jump headfirst into the fully electric world, not a problem. The Niro comes in hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and fully electric.
The Niro options I mentioned utilize electric batteries and electric motors to assist in propulsion. The hybrid Niro utilizes a small battery and a motor to work in conjunction with the gasoline engine to maintain velocity and reduce fuel consumption. The plug-in hybrid, or PHEV, is a hybrid with a large enough battery to be operated as fully electric. The Niro PHEV can drive solely on its battery for up to 26 miles. After the battery is depleted, it switches back into its hybrid mode. The PHEV is perfect for anyone who wants the benefits of both an electric vehicle and a hybrid.
And lastly, the fully electric Niro, which is supplied with a 64 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery and a 150 kilowatt electric motor, which will give you a range of around 239 miles.
Some of the terminology for EVs can be confusing: kilowatt hours versus miles per gallon, or kilowatts versus horsepower. To help clear some of this up, the 150 kilowatt electric motor produces an HP equivalent of 201 horsepower and 291 foot-pounds of torque. Kilowatt hours are a little bit more difficult to explain. The Niro EV averages around 30 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. Divide 30 by the constant 33.7 kilowatt hours per gallon, and then divide 100 by the result, and you get 112 miles per gallon.
If you're still confused, don't worry. The Niro provides ample information. The digital display will give you everything from where the energy is going to how your range will be affected if you have the AC on full blast.
Initially, all of that information may be a little jarring. Gasoline vehicles will usually give us an average MPGe, but won't tell us how the turning on the defrost may affect our range. It may initially feel like you could press too many buttons and lose all of your power. Don't worry. If the vehicle is fully charged and you have everything on, you'll still have close to a 200-mile range.
The best thing to do with an EV is just drive it like you would any other vehicle. If you're more of an aggressive driver, put it in sport mode. Woo! If you're trying to conserve power, click Eco. And if you want to maximize your range, press and hold to put it into Eco Plus. Eco Plus is kind of the Niro's secret ability. The Niro is only rated for 239 miles, but in Eco Plus, it can reach up to the 280 mark.
The only difference between EVs and gasoline cars is what makes it go. If you're worried about running out of juice, you can always click on the range feature for a navigational map that displays a 360-degree radius.
And lastly, if you really get into a pinch, the Niro provides an updated list of all the charging stations nearby. And luckily, a lot of them are free. This is the level 1 charger that comes standard from the factory. On one side, you have a 3-pronged electric plug that can be plugged into any 120 volt outlet that you would normally find in your garage. This Buzz Lightyear looking gun plugs directly into your Niro like so. Check to make sure electricity is flowing. All green, we're in business.
The 120-volt charger is what is called a Stage 1 or Level 1. It is the lowest amount of continuous charge that an EV can handle. It is not recommended as a permanent solution, but can and will charge the vehicle from empty to full in about 2.5 days.
The 240-volt charger is what's recommended by Kia and most manufacturers. Estimated time of charge is about 9.5 hours. These are what you'll find mostly around town, and you can also have a 240-volt charger installed at your home. But I'll let voiceover Josh handle that one.
Stage 2 chargers are readily available. From Amazon to Home Depot to Lowe's, many locations provide both Stage 2 chargers as well as installation. When it comes to which brand or charger to buy, I highly recommend watching this video by E4 Electric, or visiting EnergySage.com to ensure you're buying the best charger for your Niro.
And lastly, the mythical Level 3 charger. Level 3 or fast chargers are great because they produce up to 600 volts and can charge your Niro to 80% in only 75 minutes. But with every superpower, there is a downside. For one, they're not usually free. but it is easy enough to set up an account with your Android or Apple phone. Next is power intensity. There's so much electricity surging into the vehicle all at once that over time it can deteriorate your battery cells. It's recommended that you utilize level 3 chargers sparingly.
Okay, so now that you know how to keep your Niro going, let's talk about some of the benefits. For one, it's extremely quiet. I've got my friendly decibel meter here, and looks like it's rated for about 65 decibels, and that's averaging around 35 miles an hour. To compare, I did the same test on a 2017 Nissan Sentra earlier today, and it averaged 71 decibels.
A quiet ride is one of the many features you get when purchasing a Niro EV. The model I am driving is the EX Premium, which is top of the line. The Niro EV only comes in 2 trim levels, EX or EX Premium. The EX Premium comes with both heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, sunroof, a 10.5-inch infotainment screen, an 8-speaker Harman Kardon Sound System, voice command navigation, wireless charging, and full leather interior.
I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't list any additional active safety features when upgraded to the EX Premium. That's because regardless of what trim you get, the active safety features are standard. This comes with forward collision avoidance, blind spot collision warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane following assist, active cruise control with stop and go, and driver attention warning.
Just like the active safety features, there are many benefits to the Niro regardless of which trim you choose. For example, the Niro is equipped with a large storage area of around 18.5 cubic feet, or lay the seats down and increase your volume to 53 cubic feet.
Another great aspect is the low center of gravity. All the battery cells are lined at the bottom of the cabin, so that improves vehicle handling as well as vehicle control. Next, the Niro is built like an SUV. It provides 6.1 inches of ground clearance, which is both helpful in the mountains as well as in the snow.
Yes, winter. EVs have not had a great reputation in the snowier parts of the world. Batteries do have a harder time getting going in colder temperatures than internal combustion engines. Do not fear though. You can mitigate this issue with the Niro cold weather package. It will keep the battery warm when the vehicle is not in operation.
Another question I always get is how do they handle in the snow? The answer? Surprisingly well. They're not all-wheel drive, mind you, they are front-wheel drive, but with their weight and their ground clearance, you won't have any trouble on snowy mornings.
So now that you've become familiar with the Niro EV and are scanning through prices online, holy cow, you might say, EVs are expensive. Not to worry. Federal and state governments have been providing tax credits for the purchase of electric vehicles. Currently, the federal government is offering a $7,500 tax credit, and Colorado is offering a $2,500 tax credit. That is a $10,000 discount. Talk about enticement.
The tax credits are only part of the incentives. Fort Collins Kia makes the process as easy as possible. I would know. I used to work here.
The first step in purchasing an EV Niro is to decide if you're interested in leasing, financing, or paying cash. Paying cash is pretty self-explanatory, so I'll focus on the other two. Leasing is a great option for anyone who drives less than 15,000 miles per year, wants a lower monthly payment, or enjoys changing up their ride every few years. When you lease, you sign up for a 24, 36, or 48-month contract, with the only limiting factor being the mileage. From there, drive the car like you would if you owned it. Once your contract is up, either turn it back in, trade up to a new vehicle, or buy your car out. That's it. As for financing, you're purchasing the vehicle with a loan term. Average loan terms are 60 or 72 months. In both options, you can usually decrease your monthly payment with a down payment or good credit. For more information, contact Fort Collins Kia and a sales rep will walk you through everything.
So is going fully electric right for you? Well, only you can answer that. All I can say is once you do, chances are you'll never go back. Woo! I just love that instantaneous torque. This is Major Tom with ground control. I'm stepping through the door.
Thank you for watching this 2020 Niro EV walk-around video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new videos. Also, check out Fort Collins Kia in Fort Collins, Colorado, and ask for Alex Phillips, Kia's EV executive, for all your Niro needs. Special thanks to Jimmy Kwangwari for the videography utilized in this video.